Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Couple of weeks ago, I have recorded a video with coconut cookies, buttery coconut cookies. They were so yummy. My friends from Chicago, they like them so much. I baked another couple of packages so they can take it back to Chicago with them. And the neighbors around me who tried them gave me high fives. So I was thinking, what can I do with this recipe if it's so good to create something new? And last week, instead of the coconut flakes, I had put some nuts in. Grounded nuts like pecans, walnuts, and almonds. And left some nuts on the end to put it on top of my cookies. And they came out really nicely. So today, I would like to share this recipe with you. Buttery, nutty cookies. Welcome to my kitchen, and thank you for watching. Nutty cookies. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and I have put a pinch of salt and almost 1 teaspoon of baking powder into my flour. 1 stick of butter plus 1 tablespoon, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, 2 egg yolks, 3/4 of a cup of blended nuts that I grounded. And I have pecans, walnuts, and almonds, almond extract, 2 vanilla puddings. I have Polish puddings, but any pudding will do. And I left myself some of those grounded nuts. I will add some sugar to it, brown sugar, and dip my cookies once they formed into that blended nuts and sugar on the end. And this is what I need for today. I will start with just mixing those egg yolks a little bit with my extract. And I will put some, maybe 4 drops of that extract. I can smell the almond extract right now. Just put it all together. Flour, salt, baking powder, sugar, butter, and I don't need a mixer, just work with my hands. It's very easy. It's not complicated, pretty quick, and I'm telling you, those cookies are very yummy. And if it comes to the nuts, most of them are all grounded, but some are chopped, because I like to feel the texture in my cookie. When I bite into my cookie, I can actually bite into some of those nuts. It's up to you if you want to blend it all, but I think it works better when you leave some of them chopped, so they have more texture. The cookies have more texture to it. And just mix it all. And let's not forget about the vanilla pudding. Last ingredient. And I will move my camera closer so you can see the texture of it. It is a very gloomy day today. I have turned all the lights in my house, so I hope you can see it. But this is the texture of that cookie dough. And you can see those chopped nuts. It is gooey, soft, but as you can see, my hands are not covered when I touch it. Like, it doesn't leave any dough on my hands. But it's very soft. Okay, now I will need to form my cookies, about 35 grams each, and put the cookies in the fridge for at least 20 minutes. Putting them in the fridge makes them cold, so once I put them in my oven, they keep the shape. Because there is more butter than other cookies, and butter melts in heat. So if I do not put them in the fridge first, my cookies will become flat. And I don't want flat cookies. So putting it in the refrigerator for 20-30 minutes helps to keep the nice round shape. And of course, when you make cookies at home, they don't last as long as the ones that you buy in the store. There is no chemicals, there is no preservatives, there is nothing in there to prolong the shelf life. Whatever you make at home doesn't last as long, but it's better for you. It's healthier for you. Those I had for 5 days when my friends were here, and they were still tasting good. Those cookies will last you a few days. They're really good, just laying on the table, and if you feel like having a little snack, grabbing one. As I mentioned before, I have left myself some of those nuts, grounded nuts, and I have brown sugar, but this brown sugar is thick, coarse. So I will mix this brown sugar with this nut mixture that I have, the walnuts, pecans, and almonds. And when I form my cookies, I will dip my cookies into that. 35 grams for me works best. Okay, you can flatten them just a little bit, but not too much. Once they go in the heat, they will flatten a little bit. Okay, round. Just flatten tiny bit, not much. Pecans are my favorite. I have to try making those with pistachios. I love pistachios. I just thought about it right now. I wonder how they are going to taste if I put pistachios in. Weighing those cookies to be 35 grams, of course, I will have about the same size of my cookies. But also with this, I know for sure that they will bake evenly. Because if I have a bigger cookie and smaller cookie, the smaller cookie might burn, and then the bigger cookie might not be baked enough. But if I have all of them the same size, I can be pretty sure they will bake evenly. Today we have 32 degrees in Florida, so it is a good day to stay in the kitchen. And let's count how many we have out of this recipe. And if I make those cookies about 35 grams, I have about 16 cookies out of this recipe. Now it is time to put them in the fridge. Okay, my cookies were in the fridge, nice and cold, 350. And now 15 minutes. It should take about 15 minutes. I like to set my timer a couple minutes before that time just to double check and make sure my cookies are exactly the way I want it. Every oven is a little bit different. We have rented a place for the last 3 years and I had 3 different ovens there. One was burning anything that I put on top, another one anything I put on the bottom, and the third one was burning everything. It wasn't configured the right way. You do not want your work to go to waste. So give yourself a couple minutes, turn the light, check on them, and the best indication your cookies are ready is the color on the bottom and the top. And once they're done, I'll show you how they look like. And my cookies are ready. Because the tray is so hot, I cannot really take it and show it to you right now. But I will come closer with the camera so you can see. And here they are, this nice golden color. When you take them out of the oven, give them at least 20 minutes to cool off. They are so delicate and crunchy, they might fall apart for you if you do try to take them right away. Once 20 minutes passes and they cooled off, you can either put them on a plate or straight in your mouth and enjoy them. I wish you smacznego. Bon appetit. Thank you again for watching. I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups. But I want you to pay attention to one thing, so take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups, all around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here, my scale, so it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0, if you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in, and it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back, it comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups, all of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, it's light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much more heavier. It's much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.